Rolling.
I'm rolling.
Y'all said it to me like I just asked like, I mean, damn. Niggas can't be ignorant to shit nowadays. They like, fuck.
It's 2021.
Nigga, you ignorant to anything nowadays. Niggas will get on top. Like,
Rolling, man.
yeah, I'm saying.
Do you know anything about it? We have a whole foundation about it.
Holla at me, man.
It's our cause, and we're rolling.
Oh, no, we're good now. We're live, baby.
Rolling!
We're live.
I just said that for me and later on.
Got you. Alright, this is the 420 Wrap Up Podcast. This is episode 124. We're back at it again, people. This KG.
Big Juice.
West side.
Boy D.
We got my nigga Devon in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He's back.
Yes, they on one, boss.
We got my nigga back in the building. Today is gonna be a funny episode. I feel like we got a good one on the horizon.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, Deontay in the house.
Yeah.
Deontay, say something for the people.
Well, you know, to this day.
Talk to the Deontay.
Nah, let me stop. How y'all doing, my niggas? Like, how you doing, G? Showtime, G. I'm gonna start with you.
I'll let everybody else go.
All right. Let me start recording now. How you doing, my nigga?
I'm doing great.
Director, sound engineer, producer. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
hats of many.
This man's credits is wild, boy.
Yeah, something that's full of my fucking eye.
Yeah.
Credits is wild. Yeah.
Credits is wild.
Wow.
Credits is
I
wild.
just see that thing fly off my fucking eye.
How you been? How you been, my nigga?
I'm good. Just, chaos. But it's all good.
It's all good.
Fucking bug, man. Fuck.
You be
We
alright.
good, though. We good. Everything is good.
Alright.
Nothing too much going on for real. Just, follow the channel, so see what's going on.
Melanated Report podcast, Melanated Report improv, Melanated Report everything, nigga.
Oh, okay.
The Melanated Report. Let me get it right. Love the Melanated Report. So, all right. Well, that's Cornell in a nutshell. Got the X on. Got the X on for Black History Month. Got Malcolm X, to your what's that left shoulder? You know what I mean? So yeah, you doing big things out here, my nigga. Big things.
Yeah.
D.
What's good?
Devon.
How you doing?
Bohemian brother. You know what I'm saying? How you been, my nigga?
Hey, good, man. Ain't nothing changed since the last I've been, y'all. Where you can find me, per usual.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. You was getting dinner together, like the working husband you are.
Exactly.
working husband, family man you are. You know what I mean? Juggler. I don't know how the fuck you do it with four. Can I say it?
Yeah.
Four
Or,
beautiful black women.
yeah.
5 included the missus. So
Right.
a lot of estrogen floating through that house. Yeah.
Manage it as best as possible, bro. One day at a time.
One day at a time. Look at G face. Shit is wild. You can imagine.
You polyamorous relationship?
No.
Kid.
I got 4 kids. I got 4 daughters.
I was like, wait. I was trying to play. I was like, oh, okay.
This nigga got the juice.
I was like,
You
he didn't say young ladies. He said 4 beautiful women. That's all I said. Wait.
Sorry.
I was
4
talking
beautiful
about-
young ladies.
No, you said it right. It was my mind.
Yeah. It's Black History Month. We gotta do better. It's okay though. My nigga D. We go back a long ways, right?
Yeah, I'd say quite a bit. Yes. Probably
So
what, 7?
7?
7?
Roughly as long as I've known this nigga.
Yeah.
Been a minute. This nigga trained me to be the best manager I could be to this day.
Same.
Yes,
I read this nigga, he was smoking Newports and listening to number sports.
It was 6 times. It was 6 times. I know. I stopped. I changed for the better.
Why the fuck you smoking Newports?
They won't let Detroit Red become Malcolm X. They won't let Detroit Red become Malcolm X, and it's a sad thing amongst our people. In Black History Month, my nigga. It was 6 times. I know.
Black and miles, nigga, like it was a thing.
Like it was, yeah, I'm saying.
I feel like a lot of people.
Smell nothing but smoke.
Yo, fam. All right. We get it.
Right, too far back. I stop. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can reel it in a little know what I'm saying? I was trying to alley-oop a big up to my nigga. And this nigga came down with the Giannis slam. God damn. All right. Let me bring this back to to where I was trying to take it. Yes, you trained me to be the best manager I could be.
Yeah, I did.
We've been through many of situations. I've seen you go through many of situations. I think I get my slick tongue as a manager. I give him 40% of that credit. You know what I'm saying? At least.
Oh, it's a combination.
Well, and I won't take away from my nigga Jaime because you always say I do. My nigga
It's a
Jaime.
combination.
He gave me a little game too.
Which is funny because I know Devon ain't too fond of Jaime.
That's my guy though. He's
But-
I ain't got nothing personal against him, but
Nah, yeah. I don't know, you know, yeah.
Water,
But
water.
when it comes to being professionals, the niggas, I have to give it, I give credit when credit is due.
yeah.
The niggas, they got it, man.
Alright, well,
They got it. And they know what they doing when it comes to sharing that. You know what I mean? And training and making the best out of someone, especially in that type of environment. They know what they doing, man. I'll give them that 100%.
but it's just funny because we don't really work like together in terms of just in the same branch for like all of what 5 months, 6 months, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So in my experience, and this story is coming to what we want to. Yeah, no, it's coming to a point, and it's coming to our A topic. I've been through many situations. I've worked in West Hollywood. I've worked in near Rolling 60s on Crenshaw.
Everywhere, nigga. I started my journey out in Santa Monica.
It's
Like, nigga, from Santa Monica to West LA to fucking LA. Then you go to Lamar Park. Everywhere, nigga. Venice. Like, I've been everywhere. And with saying that, again, most of that time was spent working with this man at a particular location out on Crenshaw in the hood, dealing with
hood niggas. Let's not even keep it hood niggas.
dealing with everything from the you know, just
What was funny was though the first person that stole a car from that was a white person.
well, yeah.
Go figure.
But,
Go figure. You feel me?
Exactly. You're dealing with every type of aspect of personality coming out of that small ass branch. You know what I mean? So here it is now. We have traveled all the way over and landed in Beverly Hills, and
Well, let me.
I was
So
gonna let you pick
it's been a 4-year journey. When I was at Enterprise, I've seen plenty of things. You know, I've been through plenty of. I wouldn't even say it was never an altercation. It was plenty of verbal arguments and altercations, I guess. But never anything that made me lose my cool or. Usually, my smart ass mouth, I make a person feel stupid, and they just arguing for the fact that they feel stupid.
Not to say it ain't been moments when me and this nigga done had to almost beat some niggas up.
Oh yeah, there's one story where I don't know if you remember the Phase Out Love situation years back where he tossed some dude up at the counter at the airport or the rental car service or something.
No, he was at the airport.
A guy, because he wasn't getting his way, let's say, I don't want to get too deep into that story, but he wasn't getting his way, at the end of his soliloquy that he proceeded to tell me, he wanted to mention that, oh yeah, I seen Phase Out Love, right? And mind you, Gary was walking in right behind him, and this was a small office, the size of like a fucking closet. So if we could close the door, we can get it shaken. But cooler heads prevailed. He seen 2 black dudes, one behind him and one in front of him. He didn't want smoke. He just walked up.
He didn't want it.
So
He didn't want it.
fast forward into 2022. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't got the drum roll. I'm just gonna come air
I'll drink it off.
Nah.
The day was yesterday. It was
Not a biblical story.
it was
And here I follow over 2022.
It was a Friday.
On the 24th day of February.
It was a balmy 70. balmy 70.
It was a beautiful
65.
Friday, like a
beautiful payday
LA,
Friday.
LA Friday, like nigga, that was a great weather, beautiful day, nigga. Like it was a good day.
And but it was a weird day for us at work.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Say that last.
For us, not for all.
Listen to y'all niggas. You say that.
But yeah, it was a weird day. But it was around 3:30. We had a customer walk in.
This talk sound like a 50-year-old person.
Talk to the people, Kenny.
It's not like a parent calling you. Hey, Kenny, it's 3:30 on Thursday, Saturday
I'm
afternoon.
letting him get his shit out.
The wind blowing. I think somebody's walking across the yard.
My man gotta set the stage. It's like an establishing shot.
It's an audio adventure. Let me take you down the road.
Go ahead.
Let me just take you down the road.
listening.
Okay.
I'm
So it was around 3.
listening.
It was around 3:30.
Right.
We had a customer walk in.
Right. What do you look like?
He was of the caucus.
Caucasus variety.
Caucasus. From the mountains of Caucasus.
Caucasus.
You know what I'm saying? Yakub.
Caucasus.
A Yakub, a Yakubian.
Oh man.
Caucasian source.
Who hailed nonetheless from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
okay. He hailed from the Brooklyn, USA, but from a certain part of Brooklyn where us four can't venture.
Why is that?
It's called
I don't know nothing about it.
It's called Bensonhurst. You will not see niggas in Bensonhurst. I can guarantee you that. But
Sound like a white town.
yeah, it's very. If you ever seen Do the Right Thing, is where the Italians, where they own that pizza shop.
Oh, right.
That's where they would live. You feel me? Because that was set in Brooklyn. They wouldn't live in that neighborhood. They would live in Bensonhurst and travel to that neighborhood to make money off of black people. But that's another story for a different day. But yeah, it was 3:30. Guy walks in. You know, I'm being polite. I open the door for the gentleman. He has his luggage. You know, he looks like he had a long, stressful day coming from the airport.
What color was his luck?
Gray. I remember the story distinctly. Gray.
Yeah, you kill it.
So he walks and he proceeds to go to the gentleman to my right, and gets his transaction, you know, started.
So I'll take it from here.
There you go.
So I can tell the story.
I love when you tell the story, sir.
G story.
I just wanted to set the stage for my nigga. Yeah.
So alright, so pretty much to give it a little bit more detail, that particular Friday had just been
You see my knuckle.
this
Get to.
is a thing ruining the story.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
But that particular day had just been a very interesting day. I mean, we had a lot of customers come in who just, for whatever reason, were not quite understanding the same thing that we kept repeating to them about fucking 4 to 5 times.
10 times. It's a
Yeah, like it got to me with a certain customer to the point to where I literally just had to repeat myself. Literally fucking 5 to 7 times before Kenny came out. Before Kenny came out and took care of the situation. So, nonetheless, as Kenny mentioned, we get down to 3 o'clock. We cruising, or at least we thinking. We cruising into the
cruising into 5.
Cruising into 5.
5 is just on the horizon, nigga.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Let's start shut down shop.
It's Friday, you know, like I said, it was a beautiful day, you know what I mean? It wasn't, although we had dealt with all the bullshit, it wasn't too much of a crazy day to where we just couldn't handle it, you know what I mean? So, 3 o'clock come in, man, like I said, our state of mind is shit, nigga, we only got 2 more hours left. What can happen? You know what I mean? Like,
You asked the universe that.
What can really go wrong?
The universe will show you.
Man, and here comes the motherfucking white man to ruin your day.
That's true. The universe will talk to you.
Murphy's Law. So originally what happens is a man, he initially walks up to the door and he stops at the door. And so Kenny, just being a professional that he is, he goes and opens the door for the man, not realizing that the man was on the phone at the time because he had on his AirPods. It wasn't like he was, you know, hand to the ear type shit. He had on some AirPods. So Kenny holds the door open for the nigga. And so the man walks in, and Kenny, even before The man walks in, Kenny says, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, I wasn't trying to rush you. I didn't realize you were on the phone." White man don't say shit to him. As he's walking in, Kenny says it again. Same shit, no response. Kenny says the same thing the third time. He says, "Oh, don't worry about it." Literally like waves Kenny off and shit.
Call him
For sure.
Under his breath. Under his breath.
Under his breath, for sure.
Fucking Muleon.
Fucking move.
So he gets up to the counter and pretty much, man, just starts slamming his documents on the fucking counter, and you can tell he's frustrated, whatever the case may have been. So I go into, he walks up to my counter, I go into the reservation and start pulling it up. I realize that this man's documents, basically, to not go into too much detail, but his documents just didn't add up for the reservation that he had. So,
Sir, you do not qualify.
basically. Now, he did qualify, but he just didn't qualify for that particular vehicle, right? And he was pissed off about that when we explained that to him. And he proceeded to go into a tangent about how he just rented 3 weeks prior at another location. And, you know, he was able to use that card, and that card has over $500,000 on it. And are you fucking telling me you can't charge anything? You know what I'm saying? This is a debit card.
There's no way in hell you got. Oh, whatever. Alright.
So, whatever.
You would have different cards, sir.
Anyway.
You wouldn't come to this one.
It wouldn't be blue. I can guarantee that card wouldn't be blue.
If you got $500,000 on a debit, there's no reason for you not to have a credit card.
Yeah, exactly.
It just doesn't make any
He
sense.
tapped
You
his
would not be
pockets.
having that much in one account.
It just don't make no sense.
Tap in
You know
your
what I mean?
pockets.
So,
I ain't rich.
but okay, well, not even we, because at this point, y'all gotta understand, Kenny is my manager. So just as when you're any employee, once your manager begins to lay down the policy, nigga, I don't have nothing to say.
You
You know
got to fall in line.
what I'm saying? Like,
Gary's just sitting back in the chair,
I'm just-
mask on the whole time.
yeah, I don't have nothing
It's on
to
the
say.
steering wheel, sir. I'm done. Here's my manager.
What can I say? You know what I mean? Like this, if he's telling you to lay
Conversation
this
finished.
message,
Whatever he say, go.
that's what it is.
And I'm giving son dead eyes. Like I'm literally just, as a man, staring him in the face, giving him a direct response to every question he asks.
So this nigga Kenny, again being professional, he says, "Well, sir, I can't offer you that vehicle, but I can offer you a Corolla for that, right?" Now,
He said,
this wasn't to
That nigga
fuck.
said, fuck your Corolla.
Right.
Do I look like I came on and fuck the LA for a fucking Corolla? The
Literally.
fuck I look like?
Right.
This is very...
And with that, it was like, you get enjoyment out of fucking with me. Huh? You wake up every morning just to fuck with me. Literally.
Me and Gary laughing
I'm
at each
like,
other.
what the fuck?
Like, kids is
Like,
fucking
look,
solid.
Bruh, like what the fuck? Like,
What's your name, sir?
I was like, yeah.
Yes.
nigga, he's going on a tangent, you know, this, that, you telling me this and that, you telling me I can't use this fucking card? Telling them the same, sir. We have a Corolla available. Now,
Convoys. Very monotone.
when I say this, it's not
Even
too,
cute.
this what, see, like, and I'm
From
like,
his desk, he's
From my-
15 feet away.
nigga, from my desk, bro.
I want to be this.
And nigga, in my mind, I'm like, oh, and before I can even finish the shit, right? I said, oh, this nigga Kenny was mopping this nigga up. Boy. This nigga Kenny bent down, nigga. He came from the ground with that shit, nigga. He powered up on that nigga and gave him a mean one, nigga.
Super sick.
Right to the dog,
Falcon
nigga.
punch.
That motherfucker turned and hit the glass, nigga. Oh my God. Are you serious? Nigga. After that, nigga, shit, nigga, it was a scuffle. You know, Kenny was giving to him. So at this point, nigga, I walk outside. I'm just standing on the,
You know that one ref? You know that one ref, his eyes bug out when he look at the fight, he be into it. That was Gary.
I'm just sitting there watching it and shit, man. And of course, you got everybody on the street honking their horn and trying to stop it and shit.
Not trying to stop. Not trying to stop.
Right.
Not trying to stop.
Motherfucker.
One did stop.
Motherfucker, yeah. Well, one did. Well, at least he thought he was going to do something. He pulled up in the parking lot and started yelling at me to stop and shit. I told him, you know, whatever the fuck I told him. So, with these niggas,
Get the fuck on.
basically, get the fuck on, basically. And so, these niggas are still having their little scuffle. You know what I mean? Like,
Kerfuffle. There's a little
you know
kerfuffle.
what I mean? And wrestling and
I
shit.
mean, a
so-
scuffle is really involves two parties throwing and landing punches.
Right.
From my understanding,
And
this
analysis.
nigga got his ass beat.
Basically, he was getting his ass beat, but it wasn't like he didn't get beat to the ground. Like, he was in
I
survival
wanted
mode.
to. I wanted
I'll
to.
say that.
I was tired.
The
I was
white
tired,
man
bro.
was straight in survival
You
mode.
should have put some boots.
He didn't know what to do.
I had the slippery Earls on,
And-
man, from Ross.
But this is
you know
the
they ain't
thing,
got no
though.
grip.
The whole fight, Kenny had this nigga on skates. He just, tossing this nigga, and the dude is literally, he's just trying to get
Hold it off for
his
dear life.
gatherings.
Hold it
Basically.
off
He's
for
just
dear
really
life.
trying to figure something out. You know what I mean? He just stopped.
He just got off a plane, fam. Like,
was getting hit.
So finally, the nigga stopped.
he couldn't fathom what was going on.
Right. The
nigga's
nigga, the whole
relaxed.
fight, the white man's just saying, "Oh my gosh, are you serious? Are you serious?"
Alright, I'm tired now. Come on.
What you trying to accomplish here?
Right?
Are you done? Are you done or you finished?
Nigga, you in your mid 40s, fam. You definitely shouldn't be fighting.
Nigga, I look at Kenny.
Obviously.
Kenny look up. That nigga said, "Nigga, get this nigga off me, man."
This nigga Gary proceeds to pick this nigga up like a fucking rag doll. You would have swore, the like if it was on the Jerry Springer show, and
yeah.
Steve could pick one of the little niggas, like he was like, all right, it's done now. Puts the nigga in the full Nelson against the glass again. So he hit the glass at least 6-7 times. And that's my thing. I was praying the glass didn't break. Thank God it didn't. And no, I didn't. Everything was it's smudge marks from his face on that motherfucker still. Unless they clean the crew.
Nigga, once I
Still clean it up yet.
Once I had picked him up, like Kenny was saying, I had put the nigga again. His arms was like this. You know what I mean? So all I had to do was just go up under and pull the nigga back. So I had the nigga in the full Nelson. That nigga tried to. I'm assuming he was trying to like in my head
Squirm
or spin out or something on there. I don't know. I'm thinking the nigga trying to hit me. So nigga, I tightened up on the nigga, right? That's when I turned him into the glass. And he's, get the fuck off of me, nigga, look like a fish. Get the fuck off of me. Let me go. I'm like, nigga, okay, is you good? If you cool, nigga, is you chill, I'll let you go. But if
G
you
was a
not,
left tackle at the time. You know what I'm saying? The $100 million left tackle, you know what I'm saying?
nigga, if you not, you gonna have a real problem, nigga, because now we both about to beat your ass.
It's gonna be a long evening. But the fucked up part is if the cops come to see two niggas,
Right.
then we don't got a story to tell. We don't got a simple defense. Now we got two niggas was just
It was malicious intent parading on his
Yeah.
face, and I was defending myself, officer.
at the
Man,
same time.
that shit
We just defended ourselves well. What can you say? You don't get mad when Jordan shoot a shot. That shit just straight
And
cash.
then-
You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, though. So I let the nigga go out the motherfucking full Nelson. And I stepped back, so I let him go, but I stepped back just in case I had to throw one, because I don't know what the nigga about to do.
At the same time, G telling me to go. He's like, yo, just go to the back parking lot, yo, just chill.
Nigga, just go, nigga. I got this. At this point, I'm not even worried about this nigga. I'm gonna mop this nigga up if I have to. I'll wait till the police get here. You know what I mean? But he going down at the end of the day. But he didn't want it. So that's why I say I feel like
That nigga sat on his luggage and was just contemplating life.
So soon as I let the nigga go, that nigga grabbed his head. Oh my gosh, I just got assaulted. Oh my god, I just got assaulted.
Playing the victim. You know how they do. You know how they
Nigga
do.
picked up his phone, started calling
Karen.
the police, man. Literally. It was a
It
straight
was a Brad
Karen
moment. It was a Brad.
Karen, Kevin, whatever the fuck they be calling him.
Calling Kevin.
Yeah, bro, like that shit was crazy. So he goes and calls police, and I kick his luggage and shit to him.
I'm hurt.
It was crazy. It was a
Over
moment.
here, and these niggas jumped on me.
Right.
All I was trying to do was rent a car. It's fucking ridiculous.
Man.
Send somebody right now.
Literally. That, to me, that was the amazing part. It's like he really felt he was the victim out of all of this. It's like, man.
I want all of them arrested.
All the people was treating him on the street like he was a victim.
I want all of these niggas arrested.
I'm in a suit. That's the crazy part. They'll still gonna call you aggressive in a suit.
Man.
He's pulling on my tie. I'm at work. I'm in a bright orange fuck. Y'all call me the candy stripe man.
The bad
I'm in a
part
bright
is-
orange suit.
I would have
Well,
felt
not bright
bad.
orange, but the best.
I would have felt bad for any man that tried to stop that fight with me standing there. To be quite honest,
If anybody would have tried to hold my arm back, boy.
at this point, I'm feeling like you're trying to jump my homeboy, and you're helping the opposing side.
Ops is
So-
what the young kids say.
You know,
Ops.
so-
The ops are here.
I have the right to lay some hands on you. You know what I mean?
Anointed hands.
Man,
Sanctified
you know.
rights. You
Hey
know.
man, it's gonna come with the power of Jesus behind this motherfucker.
And the ancestors. This is Black History Month.
You know what I mean?
Malcolm X was all behind that, right? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
man, you know, it's gonna happen. So,
Ain't no eye for eye, cheek for cheek. Yes.
but I say I feel like within all of that whole little transaction, I felt like he targeted Kenny because he personally felt like he
5'8".
he could take Kenny.
Kenny, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
He
he was at my counter.
He
You
underestimated
know what I mean? Like
the power of
he
Deontay
underestimated Kenny.
He
and Kenny
underestimated
put the
the
beats on that
hands
nigga.
of Deontay Wilder.
Man.
He underestimated the rope-a-dope skills
Man.
of Mr. Deontay Wilder.
That nigga, hey, when I tell you, nigga, I was so proud of this nigga, man.
This nigga, the first thing this nigga G said to me, first nigga, when I walked back in the building, first nigga G, that put the pause on that.
Definitely would have looked at you a different way. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the first thing I thought in my head when I'm throwing these. I was like, this is my man. There's no way.
Because every time, you already talking.
Nigga tell you, you try to
time that nigga spit on you, what you do then?
Right. Look. You try to record today, G? Nah, yeah, you know, I got some shit to do today. Gotta spit some lyrics. Gotta spit some knowledge to the youth.
nigga. And I tell you the truth, nigga. I tell y'all the truth. The folks that's watching, I wanted to beat that nigga ass while Kenny was fighting. I wanted to jump the nigga. But because
older Gary, wiser Gary,
I'm on the clock.
I'm on the clock.
I'm on the clock, man. And this
in
man,
uniform, bright orange hoodie,
looking like nigga, two bright ass candy corns out there, nigga, fighting
two traffic cones.
Nigga,
These niggas
it's no way I would have got fired if I would have hit the nigga like I wanted to. But, you know, I let two, and that's another thing, and this is a lesson. Do not ever break up two grown men if they are fighting. I do not believe it. I don't give a fuck how big or small they may be. Let them motherfuckers fight till they get tired, and then you break it up. I'm not catching nobody's hook for nobody.
Cause then it's a whole different thing.
Man, nigga, both y'all niggas is getting it at this point. Cause I'm trying to help y'all. Now y'all, it's like a fuck me. No, nigga, so nah, fuck both of y'all niggas. Nah, nigga, fuck that. I don't do that shit. I'll wait till these niggas get tired. Then I'll go ahead and pull whoever I need to pull off. And if y'all want shit, y'all can continue. That's what I'm here for, to ref it.
But again, that's why I started the way I started. We worked in way worse areas that you would assume this was going to happen.
All kind of shit, yeah.
I used to wear Vans to work, ready, like not just to wash a car. You feel
Tell
me?
you how many times we had to like verbally,
I used to make people feel
Verbally-
stupid, and they used to just walk out. 85% of the time.
That's the king of that shit.
I had to throw verbal threats. You know what I mean? Verbal threats were thrown our way, and we had to throw verbal
First
threats.
world problems, huh?
You know what I mean? Like,
Remember that shit? First world problems. I never forget that.
First world problems, man.
nigga, we would catch it all the time at Crenshaw, but we never had
I
to
never
let
forget.
nobody out. That shit is crazy.
This nigga's like, D, I always can tell when you go get into it. When your ass step back from the counter,
And when he's not typing no more, because normally when he's trying to help somebody, he type it. You ever seen those like the movies where you walk up to the counter back in the day? He's one of them niggas. He's like, yeah, let me see what I can do. After they start going crazy, all right, it's time for me to start talking my shit now. I just stepped back and, you know the nigga that eating the popcorn? Let's see what's happening today.
Shit talking mode is activated.
That shit is crazy, man.
So, like, again, that's the why I started that way. You would assume, and it's sad to say, being around your people, but you know, like when they try to look for a favor and they like, all right, well, you can overlook this. you the manager. Come on, help me out. You the manager. You the manager. No, nigga. And we got into plenty of verbal back and forth because of that.
Man, I
But
had
and
niggas
never in my wildest
Man.
dreams on Beverly Hills, you feel me? I would be fighting a white man. You know what I mean?
For attempted assault
Man,
In a pandemic.
in a
Me
pandemic.
in a panty.
Nigga.
It's
When attempted, so he assaulted you.
this is assault.
it's assault, nigga. It's right, in the pandemic, nigga. You can't be doing that shit.
All my homeboys was like,
Yeah,
nigga, the police would have had to peel me off that nigga. I was like, y'all got more energy than me.
Man,
Fuck that.
it's just one of those moments that you would never expect to see in real life. In my opinion, and I say that.
Listen, there's two things at this point in time in my life that would guarantee me putting hands on it. Bro, you spit on me or slap me with your open hand.
Real shit.
Yeah.
My pop
Like
said,
Juwan Howard.
Yeah.
thank you. I was gonna. That was one of the topics gonna segue into it, but just to kind of close up this topic. My pops always told me, which when I called him, he was the first thing he cut my story out. Did you whip his ass?
You ain't gotta get to
And
the
the,
rest of it.
and the best parts why I asked him I could do it, did you whip his ass? I mean, it was just plain and simple. He that's all he wanted to know. When I told him the story, he was like, good, I taught you well. But he always told me from a kid, if anybody spits on you, they're looking at you lower than the dirt. Cause spit, where do you spit?
Yeah.
You feel me? On the cement, on the concrete,
That's the
dirt,
highest
wherever you
form.
at.
That's
That's
the highest form of
a disrespect, my nigga. Come
You
on
can't
now.
tell me nothing else.
Come
I
on.
only know one nigga in my life to do some shit.
And he
like
did
that.
it comfortably too.
And
That was the
it's
thing.
my
That's
home.
me, that
He
nigga did- that
did it-
nigga
he
did
got
it
away with
before,
it.
bro.
He got away
He
with
did
it.
it before and got away with it.
That's
That's
the
why
thing.
he
It's
punched
like-
that.
He felt so
That
comfortable
day.
doing it.
that was the first thing I thought about is how many people
He
have
done spit on him, yeah.
before.
He did this shit before,
You know
and
what-
nothing happened. And nothing happened.
You see when
That shit
Steph
is crazy.
You ever seen when Steph shoot and he turn around and don't look at it? That's the way he did it mid stride. That nigga didn't break stride. I promise you. I'm not even trying to gas it.
Nigga, that shit.
And
That's
spit on people before.
that's
the
why I
box
say
fight,
to
and
me,
he was able to walk away.
it was like-
That nigga tried to hit a turnaround 3 on me real quick.
nigga.
I would have fucking walked in that nigga.
Oh my
Man,
god.
it's
I was
one of those
I was trying to walk up him and up and down the sidewalk.
in my body.
man.
Every customer that talks shit to me
Nigga.
this day and every other day, you
Nigga.
catching all
You
of
are
these.
them.
You are them and them are you. You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit is crazy, man. Like, I done been in retail a long time. A long ass time, man. I ain't
Just customer
never-
service.
Customer service
Yeah.
in general, just like ways
In general,
after
yeah.
a while, bro. Being in a customer facing environment where like the things that we do, like people can be extremely volatile. You know,
There's no security in that motherfucker.
Yeah, off of simple
Right.
shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
nigga, nah, bro.
I've never seen no
You
shit
got
like
this
that.
tie fucked up.
Yeah, I'm a
Nigga.
knock on wood. I dread the day.
Oh, nigga, that-
You got too much to lose. You got too much to lose.
Bro,
Yeah.
listen. But you ain't gonna disrespect me as a man.
Yeah.
And that's
He said-
We can miss all this shit. You're not gonna disrespect
At the
me
end
as
of
a
the
man.
day,
Like if you talking shit, bro, we can verbally spar all you want.
I've been doing
You're not
that
gonna
since a
put-
kid.
Yeah, you not gonna put hands on me, and you damn near not gonna spit on me, nigga. You can spit. If you on the other side of the counter, you might get away. No, fuck that. I'm gonna politely walk around and I'm gonna fuck you up. Period.
Because that's a green light.
That's a green light.
That's why I swung. That let me. Once I see that spit mid-air, that was a green light to let me know I could beat the hell
It
out of
don't
you.
matter what job I'm at. A motherfucker spit on me, you have every right to do what you
I'm defending
feel.
myself at this point, and you outside of the fucking office.
You
Perfect. You're on the sidewalk.
Exactly.
And we ain't racing the car, so you ain't a customer.
You're in a customer.
Perfect.
Yeah. Then the nigga had
All the boxes are checked, nigga. Come get these hands.
motherfucker had the nerve to say, "Oh, make sure my cards haven't been charged."
Try Jesus,
Like, nigga,
but don't try me.
man.
Cause I throw hands.
Literally,
Yes,
it was
I
one
do.
of them moments, man. That shit was wild. I never thought I'd see that shit, but it
I
happened.
never thought I had to fight, and it, like, not for like, and shit at work. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I done had niggas threaten to fight me. I done had niggas threaten to come back in the spot.
That's
what
cool.
time you get off work? I'm gonna be back.
The
Nigga,
time,
I
the
get off
time's
at
on the
6.
door. It
I
says
get
it right
off
there.
at 6. Niggas talking spicy to you over the phone. Oh, when I come up there, you better make sure. Okay, nigga, come. I'm gonna be here.
The suit jacket will come
Yeah,
smooth off.
I'm 6'1", 220.
I can't say all that. But my hands work. You know what I'm saying? My hands work. That's all I can say. I can't say all that. But my hands work.
His hands measurements, they're like, oh, damn. Wait.
5'8", wingspan 5'10".
I'm telling
You
you,
gotta take wider in the hands.
nigga, I'm telling you, that's exactly what it was. Cause that nigga, he did not direct that energy towards me. And again, if he wanted to fight, nigga, he could have. But that's why I'm like, he really tried to bully Ken.
He tried. Yeah, you
He
figured
really
that.
tried to bully
You
Kenny.
figured that he was.
He thought I was
gonna
going to stutter. It was no stutter. There was no hesitation in my voice. It was just clear and direct responses. It was like, all right, well, if you don't want to adhere to our policy, you have to get out.
Go, bro. Simple.
It's like, yeah, I'm saying, you asking for filet mignon at Subway. I'm sorry, and you got beer money. You know what I mean? What you want me to do? I can't.
Fucking brokey.
Literally, guys.
Literally fucking brokey.
Yeah, man, that shit was wild. But yep, first time for everything.
I don't know how niggas be traveling and don't have a fucking credit card in the first place.
That's
Nigga,
such.
you traveling, stay away, and you're
You're a 17-year-old.
Stay away from the house.
You're a 17-year-old.
You can't rent a car without a fucking debit card.
Hotel.
You can't get a hotel.
Maybe an
with-
Airbnb.
Maybe an Airbnb.
Maybe. Because since pandemic, I don't know if they
Nigga.
update fucking security measures.
Oh, yeah.
But ain't shit you can fucking really do without a debit. Like a debit card nowadays is the same as cash, and most places ain't running with that shit.
Nah, hell.
I mean,
Not with as much as
nowadays.
fraud and shit going on nowadays,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But niggas ain't playing that.
Not nowadays.
Speaking of niggas ain't playing that, like my nigga Cornell said earlier, Juwan Howard, ladies and gentlemen.
Chicago native.
I forgot. Chi-Town's old. I forgot. Him and J Rose, because they was on
I'm
Michigan.
sorry, Jay Rose from Detroit.
Oh, sorry, my bad. But you know,
What up, though? To
Close
my
enough.
Detroit.
in the Midwest area. But yeah, Juwan Howard, ladies and gentlemen, have you seen the tape? I'm sure you've seen the tape. It's been out. It's been played to death on ESPN, Fox, all that shit, all the CNN, all that shit. What do y'all think? Who wants to go first?
I'll go last. You know I'm long with it.
I know that shit was funny as hell.
I ain't even keeping up.
That
with
shit was. It was funny. I'm not gonna stop, but it was a lot of stuff. It was a lot of fuckery going on back and forth between.
Black
the teams.
History Month. These white people trying this.
I didn't
So-
watch. I'm sorry, bro. I do have one question because I didn't watch like the whole game.
Yeah.
But was they like going back and forth the whole
Yeah,
game?
I was about to say what
Okay.
happened. So it was the end of the game, and Michigan was getting blown out.
Getting
by,
their ass whooped. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, they was getting blown out.
That's the
by
worst
20
part about it.
And so Michigan pressed on the team as they was bringing the ball up. And so the other team, I forgot, what was the other team name?
Wisconsin. It was Wisconsin.
Yeah, it was Wisconsin. Yeah. Wisconsin called the
The
timeout.
Badgers.
The Badgers called Wisconsin called the timeout. And so Juwan Howard was like, obviously was pissed because he like, bro, why'd you call the timeout? We getting blown out. Like
Like nigga, yeah, it was what?
Game's over.
It was like 13 seconds or something like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that. It was like a time. There was no reason to call a timeout. But kind of was no reason to press. But at the same time, I mean, you are playing basketball, so you do play to the end. That's what I've been taught. So I kind of understand that to a certain extent.
That's like rec league type behavior though, to do some shit like that. But I get your point though. I get your point.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've always been taught to play to the end.
No, I get it. No, I definitely get it.
I can't go against
Play to the
that.
last
Yeah.
whistle. No, I get it.
But yeah, so that was the back and forth. So then at the end of the game, as they go into the shakeup line,
Which is
the coach
stupid.
from Wisconsin comes over and he starts pointing at Juwan Howard and pointing in his face. And Juwan Howard, he just comes up.
It's
to
a
me.
pandemic. He just want to back him off him.
Yeah, he was like back up and he backed him up off him. He took an open hand and slapped his ass in the face.
Well, all
He put
right.
down
He didn't slap the initial coach that touched him. He slapped the assistant. Because there was another dude that started walking up towards him that allegedly.
I thought that was the head coach.
No, because the head coach approached him, right?
Yeah.
And then they had their little back and forth, and he started getting pushed off by like the players. And then the assistant coach came up, or one, not the assistant coach, but one of the assistant coaches started to walk up towards Juwan Howard saying something. And allegedly he was saying something towards his players, and that's why Juwan proceeded to hit him with the anointed right.
The anointing, right?
Open hand. He's about 6'10", 6'11", so he could reach across at least 3 or 4 people. But yeah, he proceeded to do that. All right. Well, I'm sorry, D or Cornell, were you done?
I mean, that's pretty much it.
D.
Bro, I ain't been watching no fucking sports. The Rams won the Super Bowl.
This nigga, we out here. No, well, for me, it's like, I get being in the moment, and this is not his first time like reacting this type of way. He's been restrained before by his coaches, and it's just never escalated to this point. But for me, when you represent Michigan, especially when you a black head coach, it's far and few between where we get opportunities at a prestigious college like that.
Yo, the place you played.
The place you played, your alma mater, of all things, you feel me? You was what's it called? The Fab Five, you feel me? So, legendary, you know what I mean? But you are supposed to be a leader of men, which, it's cliche and corny, but it's the truth. You're supposed to be a leader of young men at that, you feel me? Impressionable men who are, 18, 19, 20.
Right.
You feel me? Trying to aspire to get to the league where you once were, where you had a great career in. I think he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer, right?
Actually, I have no idea.
I would assume, because they count your college career for NBA Hall of Fame, so
that makes sense.
nigga, I never understand that, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. Everybody gets in that motherfucker. JJ Redick, I'll be sure.
Of course he getting in.
If he would have won a ring, he would have for sure got in first ballot.
John Wall getting in. All of them.
Yeah, but
I think fucking whatchamacallit gonna make the Hall of Fame?
who?
Harden.
Harden? Yeah. He might not be first ballot like he should be because of the shit he's pulled, but whatever.
He's not gonna win a chip. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. Alright. We can circle back to that. We can circle back to that because he balled out his first game. But going back to Juwan, I just feel like he should have handled it better. He should have if he felt the type of way at the podium, he should have he should have took it to the podium is what I said. He should have took it to the
post game
interview. Let your feelings be known to the media as opposed to.
Man, sometimes you just want to throw hands, Kenny.
I get it, but
Can't you relate?
You can't always do that.
Right.
Can't you relate, Kenny?
Yeah.
Can't you relate to sometimes
Pop
just
calling
being-
the kettle
The
black.
nigga ain't spit on him.
Hey, Kenny, when your emotions run high,
Jawan Howard run
and the
high.
opportunity is present and ever clear.
But they be talking about the niggas get drafted out the NFL. He got a high motor. That nigga got a high motor. He come off the edge and tear your quarterback to
Every
pieces.
once in a while, the only thing they understand, Kenneth,
It's force.
Yeah, nah.
That this nigga sound like my pop. Fuck you.
I will say,
bam bam.
when the white dude grabbed his arm, that's when he was wrong. Like, he shouldn't have grabbed that nigga.
No, for sure. Yeah, you keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, you don't
and
grab
your
it.
bodily fluids
You don't grab it.
to yourself as well. This nigga all looking like it now. See? It ain't me. Hands up, don't shoot.
I didn't know it was there. But yeah, nah.
So
you
with
know.
you two niggas in these big ass watch faces.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm saying, this was a gift. You know what I'm saying? I'm just,
Making money ass niggas.
It tell time like everybody else. It tick. My shit don't roll. You know what I mean?
Apple Watch.
Apple Watch gang in the back. Look at these niggas.
By our powers
Powers
combined.
unite, right?
My shit cut on my lights. Your shit do that.
Wow.
what?
Yeah, man.
I don't know if I want that.
See, you sound like Kendra now.
my shit
You
tell
afraid
my
of the
heart rate.
future,
Right.
I don't know. I mean, it's
I
just.
told my daughters the
Cut on the
other day, I'm like,
lights.
listen, bro. I was like, if I get old and these niggas got the cloud, upload my ass to the cloud.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
My whole conscious.
My whole conscious.
Whole conscious.
Wasn't me to
Talk to me.
Extension of
Siri me. Fuck that.
Daddy, what?
What you want?
Fuck y'all want?
So you cool with the? Are y'all cool with the automatic locks and shit? You can lock your house from your phone.
Nah.
No, like that.
The only reason
Don't
I
knock
don't
me
fuck
out.
with it is because that shit can be hacked. And it can be easily hacked.
Then what you gonna do?
Yeah, so that's the only thing. I just watch videos with niggas hacking.
That's what
motherfuckers'
Kendrick.
cars.
That's what Kendrick's afraid of. With the baby monitor joint. You seen when the dude hacked the baby monitor was talking to the kid in the crib.
Yeah, that shit was
Alright,
crazy.
You ain't see that one?
I seen that.
That shit was
That's
Nigga.
some wild shit. But I
Nigga.
mean, honestly, like you think about it nowadays, anything really that's on a fucking Wi-Fi signal, like
It can be hacked. We all on Wi-Fi. That's what I be telling her. I'm like, what are you saying? We all on Wi-Fi. What do you do when you put your camera, put your phone up to your face to unlock? Do this.
facial recognition.
They got all that shit.
Elon Musk, y'all heard what he killed like fucking 7 out of 12 monkeys trying to put the chip in their fucking head.
Jesus, man, angels.
Trying to.
That shit
Neuralink.
was crazy.
Look,
Really?
I got clear. I already know they got me. They got my eyes.
I'm an immigrant.
They got my
They
eyes.
had to take my biometrics. Ain't shit else.
Yes,
I probably got a
put your
clone of
arms
me.
out.
I probably got a clone of me running around somewhere.
In some bio chamber.
Some bio chamber. Them niggas took everything. Sir, we need your prints. We need your eye. We need to scan your eye. Can we get some skin?
When, in the next 20 years, when you see a basketball phenom, 6'7" that looks similar, like
That's my boy.
long lost son I never had.
That shit crazy.
They gonna be dominating the league. We done made a super nigga. Nah, fam, I'm telling you. Not to segue into some other messy shit, but y'all seen this Meg and Tory shit? That's the trial is.
I don't even. I've seen it like here and there on the timeline and shit.
Terrible.
But I ain't really
Terrible.
been. I know the nigga shot.
We
him
can
in the
quickly
foot.
talk about it. We can. I mean, outside of that, we already know the backstory. I mean,
That's all.
Everybody knows that backstory. But supposedly, DJ Academics, he's in feds. He put out paperwork saying that the DNA is inconclusive on the weapon of Tory Lanez DNA is inconclusive on the weapon.
How we know that?
And on the magazine. Well, he claims it was because he did like a live stream or some shit where I seen it on clips on Twitter. You know how Twitter is, my nigga. Yeah, you know. He said it's all public records. I'm like, how can it be public record when the trial hasn't started yet? But that's another story. Whatever.
Feds.
I mean, and it's fine if he has such a large platform. If that's what you make money off, I understand if you have connections with such and such and such and such. But you don't gotta say that. But just don't. I guess whatever. Do what you do. But I don't know. This shit is just getting dragged on. Outside of his little fuckery, I feel like this shit is just getting dragged on and been talked about for the past 2 years since literally like the height of the pandemic.
I ain't even know nothing else was going on.
It's one of those things for a nigga that's on Twitter like I'm on Twitter. You can't avoid. It's just there. It's on the timeline.
Well, I just don't understand why the academics feel the need to post some shit.
I mean,
Because he's an extra nigga. He profits off drama. A nigga used to talk about all the niggas dying in my city.
I was just about to say, yeah.
And that's what Vic Mensa went on that show and called his
About
own
the-
bitch on his own show. I love that moment. I said,
I bet you did.
I was like,
It's a Chicago
I
moment.
stood up and replayed. I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting. Thank God somebody finally did this shit. But
That's when they start putting all the guests on. Because I used to watch.
That's
that
when
show.
he got popular.
That's when they start putting the guests on the other side, closer to Joe Budden at the time, as opposed to
everybody came for them anyway. So like, if they ain't come at that nigga, they came at Joe Budden, but they mostly came at Act all the time.
It was a funny.
Because
That was a funny show. That was a funny
It
show.
was a terrible show.
It was a funny show. It was comedy.
Nadeska would just be sitting there, just like
just lost,
Oh my God,
frustrated.
Another day, when I get picked up for somebody else.
Yeah, man.
She got her own little radio podcast thing going on. She
Yeah,
doing
I'm
all right
happy she
now.
do that because I know she couldn't wait to get up them show.
I think it's on Sirius, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that nigga academics at all. I personally feel he's like a real bitch. Just from the way he conducts himself. Was the Fresh and Fit podcast when he started arguing with a bitch on there, and it's just certain shit that he do. It's just like, bro, you got a lot of bitch tendencies. Like,
He's arguing with Chrissy Teigen.
He's just
That was a wild moment. I forgot about that. Damn.
he's just a real female.
You arguing with another man's wife. Like, why?
But on as far as with the Meg and Tory shit is like, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the nigga shot. I've been saying this from the beginning. I never thought the nigga. Well, I ain't gonna say I never thought. I did never know if the nigga shot her or not.
I did never know.
I did never know.
Never know.
I swear, son.
I swear, boss.
I did never know that I knew how to
He crossed the gun line, boss.
that I knew how to read.
I did not know that.
Never know. I did never know if that nigga shot her or not. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know. So if he did, I mean, it's fucked up, of course. But
If he did,
I don't think that's even more
it's
fucked
more
up.
than fucked up.
You know what I mean? So,
But if he didn't,
Who shot it then? If he ain't shoot?
especially if it's all over, supposedly him fucking on her home.
allegedly, all this shit is.
Kylie
Supposedly, you know, whatever the case.
Wasn't that
may be.
Kylie Jenner house or some shit?
I want to see her as a subpoena. She need to come to court and
Oh
talk.
no, I think they was in the pool with her or some shit, or she.
They were near her. They were in her neighborhood. Put it like
Why
that.
she fucking with short niggas like that anyway? That shit don't even look right. No offense, King.
Damn.
I'm not. First
Damn.
off, fam, I'm not 5 foot.
I thought that's why you did that. I was like, oh.
First off, because I knew your energy was about to come out.
I wouldn't think about you until you did this. I'm like, no, that was directed at you.
Tory Lanez is 5'4".
Roughly.
Yeah,
he's not more than.
he can mention to you.
He's like 5'5", 5'4".
And she like 6'1", ain't she?
Damn.
No,
she's
five,
not
I'm sorry,
6'1".
5'10",
She's like 5'9",
5'10", 5'10".
She's not that damn
She was
tall.
that tall.
Maybe 6'1" in heels.
I'm about to say 6'1", yeah, damn shit.
Yeah,
6'1" in heels, damn sure.
Yeah, but not.
6'6".
She like 5'9", 5'10". But I mean, hey, get in where you feeling, nigga. He was on top of the world at the time. Had that quarantine radio shit popping off. Niggas fucking with his music, all types of shit. It's sad to say if he didn't shoot that girl, it's sad.
That they trying to pin it on.
Pinning on him 2 years, dragging him through the mud, taking his music off of streaming platforms. The money that stopped for him is the shit that I wouldn't be able to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta. He was on top. These fucking fruit flies.
That's why I keep looking at the motherfucker.
But
He crash out on a regular
nigga,
basis.
fuck you. It's from that plant. Yeah, it's a sad story all the way around. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
And I don't like it being played in a public light with two black people and you got them posting text messages and this shit and that.
I don't see
You
nothing
just
about
mad because of this dick and a whole bunch of tweets. It's wild. It's been
Yeah,
wild.
that shit. I get.
It's
tired
corny.
of that
It's
shit.
corny. But
That shit is irritating.
it is what it is. It's people. The celebrities gonna do what they do, so we can move on. Nigga, what else? What, you got anything? I ain't really got too much.
Actually, no, I really don't.
I was gonna bring up Bel Air again. I finally watched it.
Oh, you know
I seen the
what?
first episode.
Oh yeah, Bel Air. Speaking
I
of
did.
the other fights happening,
So-
fights happening on that show as well.
The last episode that we recorded, I did say that I was gonna watch a full episode.
And did you
report-
do
And report.
Did you do
back.
your homework?
I did.
Okay.
I watched the full episode, so I'm gonna let Cornell go first. And then I'm gonna give my synopsis on it.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm gonna give a full. So at first I didn't. I was like, it was alright. And the more I watched it, I'm like, I had to basically get out of the mode of this being Will Smith and all that shit.
Thank you, my nigga.
How
I
many,
appreciate it.
But
how many
see-
episodes you watch?
I watched all 4.
Alright.
Oh, you watching the new one? Is the fifth one now?
Is it 5th one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. The Trey, when Trey came in, did he do the
Trey, yeah, he's there. This is that episode.
they did the whole storyline?
Yeah, it's reminiscent of the old. I don't know if you remember the earlier
The Trey and
yeah, Trey and the first.
Hillary.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Trey and Hillary was fucking around.
Yeah, it was.
So go, continue.
What's his name?
Continue.
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 What's his fuck is his man?
Who?
Man? That played him.
Don Cheadle?
Don Cheadle. Yeah.
So because I remember what we talked about, I'm like, yeah, if the dramatic version of the original characters would be terrible. It would be very weird. But I like how they basically changed all the characters to a certain extent. Like Jeffrey's the hitter.
She's the shooter. Jeffrey's the shooter.
The shooter, bro.
I was
Jeffrey
like,
for
damn,
sure the
Jeffrey the hitter. That motherfucker.
He definitely got The
Not
stick,
Bob Marley.
got the stick in the car. Yeah,
Boy.
I mean,
That nigga is Lucille. Fuck breaking him.
got connections from coast to coast, B. Worldwide, international Jeff, international G,
International G.
international
Will
G.
said, hold on, wait. Jeffrey said that shit is handled. You do not have to worry about it no more. But so yeah, I fuck with Jeffrey. So I fuck with
Heavy.
did Jeffrey.
Heavy.
Uncle Phil, I'm still on the fence about.
Oh yeah, cause he did y'all wrong, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, okay, so let's talk about that shit. That nigga is definitely not an alpha in real life, and if he is, I apologize, my brother, but you did not represent yourself very well. That nigga couldn't step for shit. And
And he had a coordinator. You know he had a.
but you see how they cropped out of everything he did. They had one where he was like doing he was like, bruh, and then he did this shit. I was like, bro, this is not alpha. I'm sorry, man. You would have get if he. I said he played the grad chapter, and for those that know that means he didn't go undergrad. So it's kind of like
Is that a thing?
Them niggas tried to get me to do that to be Kappa. I was like, bro, I'm good.
Same. I was like, nah, I'm good. And you got to pay money. I'm like, nah, I'm straight.
Grad chapter my ass. I ain't go through the full experience. I don't
no,
want to.
no disrespect to grad chapter pledges, but you
Fuck that shit.
But yeah, no. So Uncle Phil, he's still on the fence for me, but he really did not represent.
Fraternity?
Yeah,
What?
A5.
Okay.
Yamacraw, he did not represent. And then this is the way
Kennedy
they
was gonna pledge?
Yeah, when I went to a probate, was it?
Probate?
No,
Went to a probate.
not probate, not probate. I went to one of them. It was a Kappa. It was a Kappa one, and it was strippers bringing them out.
Huh?
He was in Florida.
Introducing them to the mic.
He was in
Anything
Florida.
happened in Florida.
Everything happened in Florida.
Nigga, I'm at an HBCU in Florida.
Yeah, that's.
They were literally strippers.
That's a regular Sunday.
That's so classless.
Nigga, you to 18-year-old Kenneth, I was intrigued. So they were bringing them out too bad.
Ain't nothing but booty music down.
Bruh, in the tight, the you could see a little cheekage at the bottom. I was like, oh wow, this is.
He was like, where can I sign up? Me, I'm next.
But no, I wasn't. When they told me you gotta pay money, I was like, oh wait, what? I was like, it's just not like some shit you sign up for, and you gotta. I'm straight. I'm good.
Having kids and shit.
You know, not me, but
It is if you pay it. I said if you pay it is. Paper mean you didn't pledge. You just signed your papers and became whatever you became.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Can't relate, but no, I mean that intrigued me to be.
I would have pledged Cal.
I feel
I
like
that shimmy ass
that shit
motherfucker.
was terrible.
all that shit. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, getting back to it, Aunt Viv, I fuck with Aunt Viv. I like her character because I feel like she's really an in-depth character of what. Aunt Viv was the next most important character on the show, and that's exactly
I like the
why.
fact they got chocolate women on there.
But yeah, that's exactly.
Everybody dark skinned.
And that's exactly why her and Will got into it on the show because her character was the most in-depth character next to her.
Right.
On the original Fresh
On the
Prince,
original
you mean.
Fresh Prince.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that's why, because
She's acting her ass off.
yeah.
It's not all of them are not the best actors and actresses on there, but she's acting her ass off.
Hillary fine as fuck.
She's definitely.
And I do like the way they did with her because I remember last time I said a serious Hillary would be a bitch. And the way they did it where it's like she's still funny. She's like a funny, not like bougie bitch like she was on the show. So I like that.
She not ditzy.
Yeah,
She not ditzy.
Goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how they.
Now the revisualization of it, because when they first said they gonna bring it back, I was like, y'all gonna fuck up a classic, bro. Y'all gonna
It all
fuck up a
came from
classic.
the trailer though.
It all came from the trailer that the guy did, yeah. But then
Which
when I
was cold.
realized that they was gonna do it, but they was gonna do it in a dramatized version, and then I saw the trailer for the actual show, it's like, okay. But in my humble opinion, it reminds me a lot like All American without the football.
I haven't watched All American.
100%. And that's why
What's
I don't like
Diggs?
it. That's why I don't like it. Because when I watched it, the one episode I did watch, I literally said that.
It reminds me of All American without
It
the
is,
football.
it is all American 100%.
It is.
Oh, 100%. And
It is. I give you that. I give you that. That's a fair comparison.
I can only watch so many episodes of that shit.
Well, I know you was mad at that shit. I know you was mad at that shit.
I didn't even finish
in
watching
LA.
Because I had got to get to.
I had to. I ain't gonna front. If I'm already invested in the bullshit shot, I'll finish it.
I couldn't do it.
It's not that
It was
bad.
super dramatic though.
Super
It was
heavy.
super dramatic.
I'm like,
And I got
yo, what
tired.
else can happen?
Yeah.
Like,
I got tired of trying to figure out if the
They
nigga
got
was his
shot.
daddy or not. Right?
Spoiler
I
alert.
I got tired of it. Right? I got tired. So I didn't even see it. I don't even want to see the end. I don't even care. I don't even care.
Like,
no more.
fuck it.
Right? You know
I'll give a
what I'm
fuck.
saying? I don't even care.
I'm done for it.
charge it to the game.
Yeah,
I'm done, son.
Yo, so you got 30 minutes of my time, you ain't getting another 30,
I'm
nigga.
cool. Like I'm good. So, but yeah, Fresh Prince, man. I'm not a fan of the whole dramatic
Did you see how
aspect of it.
Did you see in the first episode they basically just did the whole theme song?
Essentially.
West Philadelphia,
Born and raised.
But I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean down to like the original, like the way, even when he was.
They just dropped. They
Not
dropped
even when he was on the airplane and shit.
See, I didn't watch it.
Was
first
drinking
Drinking orange.
I haven't watched it.
That's what I'm telling. I was asking somebody. Y'all don't remember the original song? He says that, and it was like, no.
That's what the people.
Man,
Like,
the long-
y'all ain't
the original intro is the long version.
The long version.
Yeah.
Jazz had the dice in the mirror.
They just played that. They just played that whole shit up.
Yeah, no. So I didn't watch the first episode. I didn't watch the
They
second
had
episode.
iPhones,
Right.
I ended up watching the second episode, and that's when I was like, I'm cool.
and they were playing. I ain't gonna lie, they got me with What We Do when they played it unedited. They kind of got me with that.
Oh yeah.
When that comes on, I was spitting word for word with Freeway.
Yeah, I was like, and then Freeway was.
And Freeway was in it,
I was like,
which was
oh
dope.
shit, they played homage to Philly.
Which is dope.
Yeah, I can't do the whole dramatic aspect of it.
You don't like dramatic shit, so I
I just don't like.
is-
Honestly, the only thing I don't like about the show is Carlton.
He's an ass.
He's a very
And the
he's a
thing that's
very-
missing from the show is that Will interacted with every single character, and he had a special relationship. Like him and Ashley, they was like freaking fracked through the whole first season of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and like he interacted with every character, and that's how they built up. These characters are all separate now. Like even Ashley's like in a millennial hanging with new people and shit like that. Like her and Will haven't even interacted.
Yeah,
Like him and
I guess
Jazz
they-
more a part of it.
I guess they're trying to build the character. They're doing character development, and I get it.
Yeah.
If you're trying to actually have this
'Cause I mean,
long-lasting, whatever it is, drom-com or whatever you want to call it, they have to actually, do character development. They
Yeah,
gotta-
but I think the biggest
in the first season, that's what that is
But
for.
Carlton is an asshole, and he's
Man.
kind of unredeemable at this point.
That hairline is unredeemable. That shit is crazy
shit
for a 17-year-old. I know I'm bald, but for a
That boy
17-year-old, come on, fam. How you gonna have a man playing 17 years
That
old?
boy should see.
a lot of that shit-
He's a junior in high school.
I'm getting
cool.
tired of seeing like high school.
Sniffing Adderall or whatever the fuck he's doing.
I'm just tired of seeing like
Nuts.
high school portrayals, and this shit is not accurate, especially when it comes down to LA shit. It's like it's just not.
I mean, it
accurate
depends
at
though.
all.
G. Like you talking about them niggas.
I mean, granted, they're at a private school, so I'll give them that.
Grambling.
But it's just like, I don't know, man. That shit. The whole show just don't fuck. I just can't fuck with it. It's just
no
It's
part of
like
it.
It's like Degrassi to you?
that was like that one time on the podcast where G said that Juice was a goddamn trash movie.
Oh my lord! Wow. Whoa.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
To this day.
I
To
still
this day.
believe in that too. I do.
I ain't even fuck with that.
We not gonna go down that road. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. I mean, everybody's entitled to a bad take. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's entitled to a bad take. The acting, the masterclass that he put on in that one scene alone.
You know what?
A rapper.
I even call
You
it
feel me?
And you know what?
He has better
At the time,
movies.
he has better movies
He
than
has
Juice.
better movies.
That's
That was his.
for a movie to launch your career.
No.
To launch your career.
You know, a lot of
It's a
people
hell of a
fucking
movie
say
to
that
start
Pac never
She was
fucking
not-
never came out of that character. Like the whole gangster personification was.
Well,
him.
he played the cop that one time.
Well, I'm
Cop.
talking about real life.
Oh, well, yeah.
Real life. Like he took the character into.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He took it to the 10th degree.
Yeah.
You got the
Rest in peace,
down,
Pop.
kid.
Again, I ain't got shit else.
Damn.
You said Bel
Juice
Air?
a weak movie. How? Come on, well, come on.
Why did you say?
He's like, I didn't want to touch it, but I couldn't help it. God damn.
Break coming of age story.
It's just boring.
Break coming of age stuff. This nigga's.
It's just a boring.
Gonna say Black History Month. We doing
It's
this?
just a boring movie to me.
How? But why? Give me some examples.
It's just boring. The whole movie. It's just boring. It's
Anything
not,
set in New York is boring.
It's
man.
bad.
Yeah, if it's set in New York,
Not
you know what I'm saying?
necessarily true, because I like New
Nope.
Jack City. That wasn't a boring movie. New Jack City is a great movie. New Jack nigga Beat Street is one of my favorite movies. That's New York.
Beat Street.
Yeah, what y'all know about that?
Nigga said beats.
Right, Beach Street.
Beat Street.
Pop locking. That's why you always be pop locking all the goddamn time everywhere.
That shit too? Right, you seen that shit too? Breaking loose?
Breaking is horrible, nigga. Breaking one and breaking two.
my top 3 New York movies.
So you don't like Paid in Full either?
I would say
Paid in
that.
Full is a
Paid
great
Full,
movie.
Okay.
Yes.
Boogie.
Fucking.
Paid in Full is a great movie. Good ass movie. That's a classic.
And who was in it?
Chicago.
It don't matter.
It don't matter who was in it. Okay.
It's a great movie. That's acting. That has nothing to do with rapping. He was acting in that movie. He
Acting
wasn't
his
rapping.
ass off.
He wasn't rapping.
Niggas get shot every day, B.
Juicy Juice. Them girls. Fruity.
Free. That's one
Trash.
fucking
You
song,
bitch.
my nigga. I hate when niggas do that.
What?
That's one song he
He's such
said
a big
that.
fucking Cameron fan.
That's
Cameron, my
one
nigga.
song.
Cameron, my nigga.
Cameron's
I
trash.
just play Cameron do rap like that, don't get me wrong, but Cameron, my
Cameron's
nigga.
trash,
That
bro.
nigga, we used to see him on the west side all the
swear,
time.
I do not understand why niggas hype him up.
Nigga, what
We're
he
off the
say?
rails now.
His
We're
bar
going off
On
the
the
rails.
west side of Chicago.
His bars are so trash.
Touchdown. Got my
His
two
bars-
hands up.
But you know what? I get it.
Touchdown.
What the fuck is that bullshit?
Nigga, you like to do that shit. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, God.
This nigga act like he wasn't doing that with his niggas. Look, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. You can relate.
Nah, bruh. At the end of the day, his bars is trash. Like I give him his credit. He has great.
You know who he came up with? Big L, nigga.
That has nothing to do with nothing. Nigga.
Yes, because it
You know,
has
I like
everything to do with it. Because when you come up in the 90s, you couldn't come up just spitting bullshit.
Bruh.
You couldn't just come up spitting bullshit. I could bring up old freestyle from the 90s where you would not believe it's Cam.
Nigga. Cameron, he has a few hits. I give him that. He has great beat selection. You know, he has great beat selection. But at the end of the day, when it comes to bars, nigga, he's fucking trash. And I get it.
Nobody's
because-
claiming him to be the top tier lyricist.
Oh my God, y'all be sitting here talking about that nigga got bars and this and that.
But he
Like,
can do it. That's the thing.
bro,
He's not.
fucking boring.
Okay.
He's boring and he cannot
We don't have
rap.
to get into this debate again.
Yeah. He's boring. He cannot rap. None of them niggas can rap besides Joel.
You brought up a good top. What's your top 3 New York movies?
My top 3,
Nigga.
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full is up there.
In no order or just?
Not in no order.
Then-
Paid in Full.
Does Lean on Me said New York?
Nah, I think that's
No.
Philly.
Oh, okay.
If I had to.
The Untouchables.
Yes.
Belly.
Belly. So you said Belly, Untouchables, and Paid in Full?
Yeah, probably my top 3.
For me, it would be King of New York.
Yeah, I gotta look at the list.
I would have to throw Paid in Full on that because that's like a movie. Anytime it's on, I'm gonna watch it. You know what? Crooklyn.
Crooklyn?
Yeah,
Crooklyn.
Crooklyn.
Yeah. Do the right thing. Yeah.
Queenie! Has anybody seen my dog Queenie? I'll never forget that shit. And it was in Baltimore, nigga. I went down to Baltimore and they talk so country. Love that shit. But yeah, that'd be my top 3. Mr. LA,
You got a
nigga.
top 3? You got a top 3 New York?
Fucking one of them Menace to Society.
Right.
Boyfriend. Yeah, I mean.
My top 3 New York movies probably be New Jack City, B Street, nigga, Crush Grove.
It's hard to if you're doing 3. It's hard to like. But you said New Jack City, B Street, and Crush Grove.
Crush Grove.
I can't be mad at
Can't
that
be mad
list.
at that.
Can't be mad at the list.
That's a solid list though.
That's
Still a hating ass nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm not a hating nigga, man. I'm just.
Shit. I can't wait to see your ass bundle up next in a couple next weeks.
Man.
nigga.
Y'all on the East Coast next week?
Yeah, a couple in like 2 weeks.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
I need to go out there.
We might try from out there.
Baltimore.
Just do an audio. That'll be fun.
It's gonna be interesting, nigga. It's gonna be my first time on the East Coast.
Told them go on NorthFace.com.
Your first time in the snow?
It ain't gonna be
Is it
snowing.
snowing?
No, it ain't
I
gonna
was
be
about to
snowing.
say,
Last time I was out
God
there, it snowed though.
You make thermals, bro. Thermals.
Mm-hmm.
I advise to use thermals and hand warmers, my guy. You don't know none of them niggas.
Hey, that's you speaking Chinese to him right now, brother.
This nigga, know you from Chicago. Nigga, the first time I was in Chicago,
I still never
was
felt
down on
them
Michigan
wings.
Ave in a pair of jeans and a fucking hoodie. And the fucking
And
wind.
you from where again?
Born and raised in the Bahamas. The fucking wind off of Lake Michigan hit me in between the building. And I said, shit! I gotta go get a coat! That's what they call that hawk, boy. That motherfucker was like,
On your neck.
bro, cut you to the bone, bro. To the bone.
I told this nigga when I proposed, it was 17 degrees outside. My dumb ass in a fucking suit with no
Yeah,
socks
nigga,
and
I-
a bald head.
The most
Freezing my ass
experience
off.
was Vegas, nigga, during the winter. That to me was like ridiculous.
They got cold winters too.
The coldest
cold
I've been in was when I lived in Wisconsin, and it was negative.
With your black
I
ass.
was about to say, shit, that's right next to it. Negative 14.
Jesus Christ. I'm not leaving the house.
Negative 30. Yeah.
Work,
That was
work,
the
school,
winter
everything
front.
can miss me.
Nigga,
Nah,
that's
so-
a freezer.
So I'm gonna tell y'all.
That's a deep
I-
freezer.
That's outside.
That's the deep
Bro,
freezer.
G, listen, you can literally take warm water, go outside and throw it up in the air, and by the time you throw it and it hit the ground, it's ice.
Yeah.
When I left
That's
Chicago
fucking-
that winter, it was negative 30 polar vortex.
I never felt
This was
that.
during the same
never felt
time that
Never
Justice
felt
Smollett did that
that.
bullshit.
I felt negative.
That's why every
It
nigga
was
from
it?
Chicago, yeah, that's why every nigga from Chicago was like, wait.
That happened in Subway at 2 a.m.
No. We was like, you was outside at 3 a.m. in the middle of a polar vortex, bro.
Trying to get a foot long.
Smoking around. Looking for
Oh,
food.
Yeah, there's no way I could do that shit. Like,
You like, no,
nigga,
you
I'd be
didn't.
in the house.
Yes, I know you did.
I was like, no,
You did.
I remember I was sitting at work. I was like, okay, yeah, it was such a tragedy.
That's a lie.
Man, God.
Everybody looked at nigga. All
God
niggas
damn.
looked at the TV. Was like, I think that's a lie.
And then we like, I'm
but
like,
we gonna let you rock. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I used to work shit 5 minutes from where that happened. I'm like, niggas don't run around with Mac ass down there.
Mm.
This is downtown Chicago.
And it's like a whole bunch of, I would assume, security cameras on a lot of these
Yeah,
buildings.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Downtown Chicago is. There's no running around with Mac hats in downtown Chicago.
Just going
I can-
crazy.
I can
Maga,
guarantee
maga.
I guarantee it.
Not by
Looking,
themselves.
looking for niggas to hang.
Nigga, I love
They don't have-
Chicago. I can't stand the fucking
Where they gonna hang you? Ain't no trees downtown.
They gonna strap you up in the building.
They're right. They can climb all the way up to
They gonna,
6
they gonna do some Spider-Man
Put your ass
shit.
on the bridge or something. Nah, I lived in
Spider-Man,
Milwaukee. I lived in
Spider-Man.
Milwaukee.
Gonna
I lived
hang
in
this
Milwaukee
nigga
for a
right
year.
where
We
we
would
can.
drive from Milwaukee down to Chicago and kick it in Wrigleyville and shit.
Mm.
Cause they stopped selling liquor in Milwaukee at 9 o'clock at night. They was like, this is bullshit. Get in the car.
There's places outside of LA that don't sell liquor at 7-Elevens.
There's niggas. There's places outside LA that don't sell liquor on Sundays. Period.
Wow, that's crazy.
Baltimore is one of them. You gotta go to certain.
Oh,
There's
right,
certain.
right.
There's certain. I know the liquor stores that are open. That's not a problem. Trust me. It's not a problem.
With the Grand Rapids, Michigan, they did that. That was
Yeah, it's certain places, especially if you go in the Bible Belt. If you down in like the Carolinas,
Carolinas,
They don't play that
fucking
shit.
The Midwest.
they shut
Well, I know
down.
when we had went to
Mississippi,
Mexico,
them
it was a.
I had to explain to somebody the other day what a
residency or
sundown
some
town
shit.
was.
They had
You know what a sundown town is?
Oh yeah, I lived.
You ever heard of the sun? Oh, real quick.
a sundown town?
Yeah.
Nigga, I wish I would go to a sundown.
I worked with
That's
people
what
that
you
came
know.
from a sundown town. A nigga had to explain to me. He
I think
said,
that's
"You
why
see
I
that
was-
girl right there? She from sundown town." I said, "What is that?" He explained it to me.
Nigga, that'd be the first day I end up killing the motherfucker.
I think that's where I was when I told you when I drove over
The
from
gas
Baltimore.
station story.
I swear to God, it felt like that. I had to be because it's no way all these fucking white people looked at me out like I was an alien.
Boy, do you know it's like 4 minutes to sunset?
Mind you,
What the
it's
fuck are you
breakfast.
doing outside?
It's breakfast time. Niggas is eating fucking sausage McMuffins in that bitch.
Still too late for you niggas.
Right. Well, it's too early.
Still to this day,
bro.
you got motherfuckers leaving the town by a certain time.
Yes,
Because they
nigga. 7
scared of
o'clock.
white folks.
7 o'clock.
I wish a motherfucker would.
I
Nigga,
ain't
that-
stay, bro.
Nigga, it's
7 o'clock. It's not because you're scared. It's because they move in units. And they have guns. You know what I'm saying? And they work.
You only get so many hands.
Yeah, I got plenty of bullets, nigga.
You only get so many of them motherfuckers.
Nigga say, I play these bullets, nigga.
But in a sundown town, I don't play with that shit. Let me get the fuck back. Let me drive through this bitch. I don't even want to drive through. Take me on the alternate route. Fuck you doing, Google? You try to set a nigga up? Yeah, damn.
I see you working.
Nah, I
kids.
remember I was working at this place in Springfield, Illinois.
They'll take you
And
to
I
a project
remember,
quick too.
The head of the thing was like, "Hey, you know that lady right there? You know she's from Sundown Town, right?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" He's like, "Yeah, when you walk around there, you better get your black ass out of there before sundown hit." He was a preacher.
I mean, he's spitting.
Y'all guys been keeping up on what Putin been doing in Ukraine? That's too heavy for the cast.
No. We can talk about that.
want to break it
Prayers,
down,
prayers,
what's been going on.
prayers, thoughts.
I mean, that's the whole point, Nick.
I mean, but the Russians also been trying to get into NATO, and everybody's been like, "Nah, that's the whole point we make this shit." Because
That's why
what y'all around.
That's why niggas like, oh, is NATO gonna get involved? That's like,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
niggas wanna die?
They looking at this nigga getting beat, his ass beat like.
I heard today that they just activated the NATO forces.
Did they?
Yeah, if it wasn't today, it was yesterday.
I was looking at the map the other day. Y'all realize that we close as fuck to Russia, right?
Pretty much. We're gonna be first.
Russia's right fucking there.
Stone throw away. For a missile, it's a stone throw away.
Right fucking there.
Believe if they want to invade the U.S., they come
They coming us first. Yeah, we gonna be the first coast they hit, my guy.
I think the Scud missile could land over here, whatever that shit is. It'll reach quite fine. That shit is. Hey, and I give it to the Ukrainian president. He's standing on his 10 toes. He's like, I ain't running nowhere. I don't need. What was the quote he said?
He's trying to fly.
I don't need no ride. I need ammo.
Yeah.
I need ammo. Give it, nigga. Drop a box. How about that? Call of Duty. Drop a box. Send a care package. Send a care package.
Right into the
What you talking
wheels
about?
fall off. Ukraine out.
Those
Ukraine out. Kiev gonna die.
No, because I was looking at some shit because you know DL Hughley posts all that shit. I was looking at some shit he posted about some called the Khabib Ghost. Some dude, he's a fighter pilot that took down like 6 or 7 fighter pilot Russian planes by himself. He like took out 2. He had the gas up, got more ammo, took out another 4. And they call him the Ghost because like they say the Russians fear him and the Ukrainian people praise him. But they still can't catch up to this nigga to this day. I haven't heard any updates about it yet, but I'm like, this shit is real, man.
Real life.
This shit is really because I think this is one of the first, if not the first war that's being played out literally in the social media era.
But no,
And the height of
the
it,
crazy
you know.
part about it, right? It's been shit happening the whole fucking time. So this is the first European war
Yeah, true.
that white people is getting fucked up. So they're like, you know what?
Stop.
This is gonna be everywhere. Because niggas been getting killed in Africa and fucking Sudan and Ethiopia and all that shit all the past decade.
Can't help you niggas.
Yeah.
But
these people, as a matter of fact, you get no news coverage.
I had seen the Klitschko brothers even so fucking uniformed up to go to war.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they said.
All y'all niggas
I think it's 18 to 60. Come on down. You ain't going nowhere. Well, sad to say, they blew up the Ukrainian airport.
They did.
Yeah, they did. So it's no travel. You can't get in and out.
Ukraine has no weapons to fight against them because
That's why they need care packages, man.
Yeah, that's why they need them.
That shit
Send
crazy.
us back what you owe us.
Yo said if anybody jump in.
Yeah, that nigga with his whole chest, bro.
Whole chest.
Whole chest. All y'all niggas over there, all y'all can get it.
Stay over there. This ain't y'all
This
business.
ain't none of y'all business.
This ain't none of
Don't
y'all
come over here with that bullshit, cause I'ma fuck you up.
Nothing to see.
This shit
crazy.
I am curtained. It's back.
I am Chris.
That nigga's wild, bro. That nigga's wild.
He said, I am curtain is back.
I mean, we
I
make it
kill
jokes.
you.
and
I
this shit-
kill you and I spit on your grave.
it's good to make light of it, but it's fucked up for them people over there. I seen some
It's
videos,
crazy, bro.
They looking out the window
It's
saying
crazy.
missiles go past they. I can't imagine, nigga.
The crazy
Sitting
part
on my
about it
bed
too,
and
like
seeing a missile go past my window.
I think a lot of it too with like especially America, like we can't really conceptualize like
At all. A war-torn country?
a full-fledged war zone. Cause that shit ain't really happened here since what, the fucking Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
And that really wasn't a war. That niggas attacked Pearl Harbor. It was out,
a specific
and then,
area.
Yeah, and then
it wasn't spread throughout the
then
country.
The U.S. went and dropped the fucking nuclear war.
Nobody took over California. It was like, all right, this ours now.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all had in the past.
But you can imagine being in a country or in an area and you have a foreign entity just fucking come through and wreck your shit.
and stamp they flags.
Yeah, you gotta fucking
it's us.
gather your family and your shit and pack up and go and try to get out as quickly as possible.
refugee.
Yeah, bro, that shit's wild, dude.
They said I forgot the country, the neighboring countries, but the neighboring countries they fleeing to, and they're starting to shut down. They're trying to
Borders and shit.
borders and stuff. It's wild, bro.
Fucking, that's another crazy shit within itself. Like,
Man, like the humanity within that shit is crazy.
Imaginary lines and shit.
Yeah, they're really trying to take
True colors are always shown through
They're trying to take
wartime.
take back the Soviet Union.
Yeah, that's what niggas trying to do.
That's why we send troops to other countries that we.
How long you think it's gonna take before the U.S. get involved?
They already been involved.
Well, they shut.
said-
Didn't they shut down his finances or something like that?
They shut down
well,
Well, I mean,
the
they put
NATO-
sanctions. They put sanctions
sanctions
on
on
Putin
something.
since he went into fucking fuck the place
Well,
where
they took them out of a financial system that they needed in order to do business with other countries.
Yeah, and that's why they started trading with China
Within the last day or so. Because they just did that.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean,
You know, China decided they want to parlay, nigga. It's
World War
They
III.
they are allies, so that's why I'm like, how do they do that?
After they put this, when fucking Trump put all the sanctions in on whatchamacallit, Putin and them boys, they had to figure out some type of other economic stimulus package, for lack of a better term.
Gotcha.
Well, again, prayers and thoughts and prayers.
Love and light.
Love and light. You know. Peace and love.
We throw hands.
They need 'em.
I ain't got much else, man.
Loving people, good night, Deontay.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate my nigga D coming through.
Anytime, bro.
Cornell,
Thank you for having
the
me.
man of many hats. My left tackle. You know what I'm saying? $100 million man. This was episode 124 of the 420 wrap up. Click the link, subscribe here, wherever, be at the top, left, right, whatever.
Get your shit together.
Follow us on 420_ wrap up podcast on IG, 420 wrap up pod on Twitter. And yeah, love and light to all y'all. Yeah, because
Like it's
I throw hands.
He said, Mag is great.
Mag is great.
This nigga's wild.
But
Alright, well, good episode, my niggas.
yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was
How
about
many
an hour or
hours?
so.
2 hours?
Oh no, it's only an hour and 30. Or hour 27.
That's not bad at all.
Talk about the fight for about half of it.
Alright. Like good 30-40 minutes, It's the A topic.
Right.
Yeah.
Kenny out here knocking out white people and shit.
Yeah.
And getting away with it. I'm
Ancestors were guiding my hands.
I'll be like you when I grow up. Knock me out, white man, and walk away after calling the cops.
Right.
Playing victim. The nutso shit that we gotta live with in this fucking society.
Right. I couldn't. Bro, I'm telling you, when you was telling me that story where that hater rolled